Dear colleagues, after 10 years of destruction and violence, the Syrian war is far from over. It's true that military activity has been less intense since we last met. Nevertheless, the humanitarian situation has deteriorated, and the Syrian people continue to be subject to the violations of human rights and the threat of terrorism. We join UN Special Envoy Gary Pedersen in expressing our regret that the UN has not yet been able to mediate an end to this tragic conflict in spite of his best efforts and those of his predecessors. Our conviction remains unchanged. The conflict in Syria was triggered by political factors, and it will only be solved by a lasting political settlement agreed by the Syrian people. There is no military solution to the conflict, and the UN must continue playing its essential role in facilitating a genuine political process. Resolution 2254 remains the valid framework for action in its entirety. Indeed, there is an urgent need to address the situation of detainees, disappeared people, and forcibly displaced people, and also to ensure accountability. Spain hopes that progress in those tracks will continue to create the necessary trust among parties to break the stalemate and ensure the success of a political process and a lasting ceasefire. In the meantime, Spain will continue to reach out to all states with leverage on the parties to use their influence in favor of negotiations in good faith for the benefit of the Syrian people and the stability of the region. I want to take the opportunity to pay tribute to the solidarity of neighboring countries, Lebanon, Jordan, and Turkey, that have generously hosted Syrian refugees in their darkest hour. Spain remains committed to supporting the increasing humanitarian needs of Syrians. I'm happy to announce that we have exceeded by 60% the commitments made in Brussels for 2020 and 2021. We have thus decided to allocate additional funds for this year. In 2021, we will contribute with almost 20 million, including 13 million euros for the facility for refugees in Turkey. I would like to underline 3 lines of action with which we are particularly satisfied. Our contribution to the Syria Humanitarian Fund managed by OCHA, which supports local NGOs. Our work with UNICEF to protect children with disabilities in Aleppo. Our partnership with Médicos del Mundo for the provision of primary health care in northeast Syria. Let me end by restating our willingness to join forces to put an end to this crisis and to give the Syrian people the peaceful and democratic future they deserve. Thank you.